Well, hello. It's Vegaspaulyceeeeeee, and look who crawled out from underneath her rock. It is the dinosaur. I'll be objective just by thinking the dude is a creep. In other words, in the very first part of your post here, you already have displayed total hypocrisy. I'll be objective despite thinking the dude is a creep. An ad hominem right after you said you're going to be objective, but that's just you, isn't it? Because I have lived and worked in marketing in Las Vegas for 15 plus years. You were a gopher at the Wynn. I've spoken to executives over there. You were nobody. Paul has always overestimated the power behind follower numbers. No, I'm not. I can't believe I have a following. The food is good. The tacos are good. The tacos are delicious. When when the pirates started fighting with me, one of the things I missed the most was the food, the fact that I couldn't go in there. They are absolutely amazing. How did Jose come up with these tacos? He went to hundreds and hundreds of taco places in Las Vegas, found the absolute best ones. He's so incredibly humble. He never even told me about it for 3 or 4 months after I met him. Finally, in November, he said to me, you know what, Vegaspaulyceeeeee, these are the best tacos in Las Vegas. I said, how come you never told me? I then took the money, brought the guy out of his backyard and put him in the restaurant. The reason that I'm having such a battle with these people is because they stole everything. They padded the payroll. They stole money. They play games with the vendors. I don't even know what they're doing over there. It is such a corrupt situation that I can't even deal with it. But they're good tacos. So now I am solving the situation by reopening the South Store, which is in a terrible location. It is in a terrible shopping plaza. It is way too far from the Strip. It is way too far from traffic. We're up against it a million different ways. I only want people to try it, to know that it's there. Because once you try them, you're going to want them again and again and again and again. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it is the cheapest quality food in Las Vegas. But let's go back to the dinosaur. The most powerful marketing agent in our city is someone with 20 million plus avid, rabid followers. Oh, you're referencing Keith Lee, but you won't say his name. A line out the door for a few days following a super viral video, but 3 months later, the restaurants are back on the struggle bus. The struggle bus. You look like the struggle bus. You know that? That's what you remind me of. You're on the struggle bus. Again, you're projecting. So you're talking about Keith Lee and you're saying that it's just a big explosion and then nothing. Why don't you say his name then, girlfriend? Because you're afraid to. He already called you out on your pus-infused French toast that you tried to say was the greatest French toast in Las Vegas, and you got busted, and you ended up having to delete thousands and thousands and thousands of attacks. You even admit it on your social media. That was after you went after Keith Lee. But after you went after Keith Lee, you didn't do it again because you got blasted so incredibly hard that you were like in shock for days. I saw the look on your face. What I can do is shine a bright spotlight on them. You mean like you do at resorts? All you do is just tell us how great resorts is. How much money are you getting from them? I can't even imagine. The marketing follow-up is consistent. The marketing follow-up does not need to be consistent when your food is incredible. Wow, what part of this are you not getting? Ironically, the reason they will fail in less than a year, in other words, I haven't even gotten open yet, and you're already telling me that I'm going to fail in less than a year. Well, in that case, that kind of reminds me of me in the Fontainebleau, I have to admit. I knew the Fontainebleau was going to fail. You know, the other place on the North Strip that you're in all the time, palling around with Jeff Soffer, the biggest toxic narcissist who's ever come to Las Vegas. Anybody following the Fontainebleau, anybody who's been in the financials of the Fontainebleau, anybody who knows anything about casino hotels knows that Jeff Soffer has absolutely no idea what he's doing. The reason they will fail, I don't wish failure in any business. The reason they will fail, I don't wish failure in any business. Get it together, girlfriend. You are just one of the most horrible human beings that I have ever dealt with in my entire life. I'm sure most of our foodies will take the same stance. It's just messy. You're foodies. What the hell is a foodie? I've yet to meet a foodie that I'm impressed by. The tacos are good. End of story. I will bring any of these foodies over there, and if they're not on your, payroll, they will admit that these are the best tacos in Las Vegas. They're incredible. The last thing I will say is the most powerful thing a small business can do in Las Vegas is simply build strong relationships with everyone else here. The ones that do find endless support and love. Endless support and love. Go on my pages and read the comments, dinosaur. In fact, one time you said, I cannot believe you were in shock. You just can't even understand it, how much support this guy gets. Why do I get so much support? It's certainly not because I'm a great looking guy. It's because I'm authentic. It's because I'm bleeding out my truth. It's because I'm honest, even though you have tried and failed to completely discredit me. I can't even believe what I went through in December with you, where all you were doing was just attacking, and you were saying that I was violent and that you had to get a gun and that you were worried and that I was harassing you. I've never seen a person who claimed that another person was violent and that you were worried for your physical safety and that you may have to get a gun. But here you are, taunting your harasser, taunting Vegaspaulyceeeeee. What happened to you being afraid of me? I thought you were going to have to get an order of protection. I thought I was going to do something to you. I thought you were afraid to leave your house. What happened to all of that? And yet you post and post and post and post. That kind of makes no sense. But you don't make any sense. They need constant, interesting activations and new reasons for customers to return. The food is good. The reason for the customers to return is the food is incredible. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it's below cost. It is damn cheap. They need to inspire people to want to be involved and to reduce alienating others with negativity and nastiness. Alienating others with negativity and nastiness? You're kidding me, right? You're a horrible human being. What do you want me to do? I know I have alienated you. And as far as negativity is concerned, there are 4 or 5 properties in Las Vegas that are horrifying for one reason or another. The Fontainebleau, financial disaster, should have never been built. $4 billion, actually $6 billion when you consider 2008, and run by a toxic narcissist from Miami who you keep palling around with. Resorts World, absolutely no nuance, the most boring hotel casino in Las Vegas. The way that it's set up there on the corner with the abandoned mall and absolutely the worst vibes ever when you walk into the place. I mean, come on. And these are the 2 places that you keep promoting to everybody that are the best 2 hotel casinos in Las Vegas. In fact, you recently did a post naming the top 3 casinos, hotels in Las Vegas, and the first 3 were Resorts World, the Fontainebleau, and the Wynn. I mean, wow. You've actually lost all credibility. For people to drive 40 minutes to a particular taco, the reward has to be worth the journey. Well, it is, but I will admit totally that the location is absolutely horrible. But I'm going to open another one up in the Northwest. The tacos, the shop needs to be there, accessible, and be gracious and welcoming. Okay. Have you met Jose the taco guy? Have you been to our shop? I mean, I have so much gratitude whenever anybody comes there. Paul isn't savvy enough. Paul isn't savvy enough. Paul isn't savvy enough. I guess you are savvy enough. Go and read the comments on all my posts to realize that despite his feelings about me or you, Mr. Irrelevant, who has attacked me endlessly for no reason after trying to befriend me, but I never really paid attention to him, that we have substantial followings and his hatefulness is entertaining but divisive in a relatively small town. You and Mr. Irrelevant are the 2 most horrible transplants that have ever come to Las Vegas, and I will stand by that. Why Mr. Irrelevant is going after me, why he feels the need to post and post and post about me. I mean, maybe somebody can comment in the chat what's wrong with him. I have no idea. Oh, my goodness. Lean into the taco guy. I don't need to lean into the taco guy. The taco guy is a great guy. He's my partner. I'm his partner. Nobody's leaning into anybody. I think I've gone on enough about this particular dinosaur. Vegaspaulyceeeeeee.